Hey, good evening, Facebook Live. It's Brenda from Brenda's Fitness. It's Wednesday evening, and we are here for a 1-hour session of LifeStretch. LifeStretch is a gentle flow of a variety of movements that are total body. We're going to do a combination of some yoga, a little bit of Tai Chi, a little bit of QiGong. It's a really nice combination, allowing you to stretch and lengthen and relax. It's focused on using your breath to get the lengthening. So we'll give people just a few minutes to come on, and then we're going to get started. Hi, Kim. Good evening. Welcome. How are you tonight? Be ready for a nice, gentle stretch. The energies outside are very interesting these days. We've got all this wind, and it's a new moon tonight. It's Earth Day, and that wind has just been nonstop. And I find that it creates this unsettled feeling. So I'm always glad to come back in out of the wind and just sort of calm down. So although I can hear it a little bit outside, we're really going to take our time to get into our breathing and tune into our bodies and tune out of all of the chaos and everything else that's going on out in the big bad world. Okay, so make sure you have a mat handy. I'm going to slide back. I'm going to be working on the floor. We're going to be standing, sitting, and lying. So if you need something to sit yourself up on while we're doing our sitting positions, if it's uncomfortable to sit cross-legged for any length of time, you can sit on some pillows, a bolster. I'm sitting on a few yoga blocks. That's really helpful. A band or a strap is handy for our hamstring work. It's not necessary. Neither of those things are necessary. But if you feel that you need them for your own comfort, please do so. This is a very gentle practice. It's meant to bring the system down to a very calm, relaxed state of rest and digest, taking us out of that alarm, worry, fret state. So this is a place where we do not want pain. You're going to move in the range of motion that feels best for you. And it doesn't have to, if you feel a stretch in a direction and I'm not there, I'm not doing the same thing, that's okay, it doesn't matter. As long as you feel a stretch and it feels good, this is your time, this is your hour to really sink into it. All right, so without too much talk, we're going to get onto our mat. Just take a few seconds to get your feet settled under your hips. I've got socks on. Yeah, it's a little chilly in here tonight, so I'm going to keep my socks on. Spread your toes, feel the mat or the floor underneath you. We're going to start focusing on the breath. So when we bring our breath down into our belly, instead of up in the chest, it helps us come into that relaxed state. So we're going to really focus on some belly breathing to start with in some different forms, and then we'll start into the movements. So both hands on the lower abdomen. Soft knees, just sort of check in with your body. Stack everything. Yeah, all right, here we go. Nice breath in through the nose, into the belly. And exhale out of the mouth or the nose, and the belly button comes up and in towards the spine. Again, breath in. Exhale. Let that belly button come back in. And again, breath in. And out. Good, now place one hand on your low back, and we're going to think about expanding front to back as we breathe. Okay? You can also think about as we breathe in, you're breathing in love and light and positivity, and anything negative that's happened during your day, that's what you can exhale. Just breathe that out. Give it right back to Mother Earth. She'll take it for you, okay? So let's take a nice breath in and exhale. And again, in and out. One more breath in and out. Very nice. Bring those arms down, give them a little shake. And we're going to bring them up along the rib cage. So you're going to breathe into the ribs laterally, and then as you exhale, your hands are going to come back in together. You can just give a little squeeze to help assess that movement, all right? Just gently. Breath in and out. Relax the shoulders, breath in and out. Check in with yourself. Are you focused on your breath, or are you still thinking? Breath in. Relax the mind as you relax the breath. Exhale. And arms drop down. Give them a little shake. Good. One hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. This time we're going to breathe into the belly and then the chest, really filling up the lungs, and then right back down. We're going to exhale all that air out. Here we go. Breath in and exhale. Again, breath in, belly, chest, and exhale. Chest, belly. One more breath in and out. Very nice, and bring those arms down, give them a little shake. So we're going to stay with that nice, gentle belly breathing, expanding through the abdomen through the whole hour of practice. So now we're going to just start shifting side to side. Feel the weight in one foot and then the other. Here we go. And now we're going to shift towards our heels, and then towards the balls of the feet and the toes. Knees are soft, so we're not losing our balance. It's a very gentle shift. We're just becoming aware of the pressure under our feet. And we want even pressure in both feet. There we go. And come to center. And now what I'd like you to do is shift to one side. We're going to make circles with our feet and ankles, really slowly. So shifting the pressure towards the back, the side, towards the balls of the feet and the toes. The other side, really focus on what the ankles are doing. Let them bend, let them shift. Ooh, I got a crack, yay! Bonus points for cracks, let's change direction. Shifting, focus on the ankles, and one more. All the way around, feel the floor, and come to center. We can do the same thing with the knees. Nice and soft with the knees. Drive the knees forward slightly, off to the side. Push your hips back a little. Arms are just dangling, knees to the other side. So remember, we're staying in our comfort zone. Nice and smooth. Ankles and knees doing all the work. Get them moving. Other direction. Over to the side. Around. This is very gentle. It could be the tiniest range of motion. The idea is to think about where we're shifting the weight and come to center. Very good. And from here, you're going to move the hips off to the side, around to the front, side, and behind. Arms are just dangling nice and gently, forward, around. Knees and ankles are following. Here we go. Around, and we get to the back, we're going to change direction. Just loosening up, joint by joint. Doesn't need to be quickly. Yeah, get things moving. And the slower we move, the quicker we come to that relaxed state. And when we're in that relaxed state, when we ask for a stretch, our body goes, oh, okay, I can do that. Good, and come back to center. And just give a nice little bounce. Good. Roll the shoulders a little bit. Here we go, we're going to bring the arms together. Backs of the hands come together. We're going to take a nice breath in. And then you're going to open the arms, thumbs to the back. Breath in, roll the arms in. Backs of the hands come together. Exhale and open, thumbs to the back. Breath in, roll in, and roll out. And let those arms come by your side. Give the shoulders a little wiggle. And now, very gently, we're going to move the chin forward, tip the head to the side, bring the chin back, tip the head to the side, and chin comes forward. So we're doing a funny little circle here with our neck. There we go, just to sort of wake it up too, and then go the other direction. Ear to shoulder, tuck your chin, ear to shoulder, chin juts out slightly. Do one more circle. Ear to shoulder, tuck the chin, ear to shoulder, chin juts out, and then gently bring your chin back over your shoulders and feel like you're rooted right down to the floor, but you're also being pulled up very slightly, just lengthening through the rib cage that very little bit. Take a nice breath in and out. Get a little bit taller. Very nice. All right. Stepping a little wider with your stance, a little wider than shoulder width. Soft knees, feet are planted. We're going to start with our superficial front line, which is just up the front of the body. So you're going to bring those arms up just to where you're comfortable, and we're going to reach with one arm and then the other. I'm going to reach my palms right to the ceiling. I'm going to breathe in, exhale, reach. Breathe in, exhale, reach. And I'm going to cross the body a little bit. I'm going to reach up and back, pushing my hips forward ever so slightly, but not to put pressure on the low back. We're just lengthening and waking up here. Good. First transition to the side. So we're going to come around the side. Slowly, knees are soft. Dangling upside down, chins tucked. You're going to let those arms dangle right out of the sockets. Tuck one foot back behind you. And you're going to roll up the side. Slowly, gently. Here you go. So we're not in a full lunge position. We're in a partial lunge. We're just about that far. Just so we can open this back hip. Here we go. Reaching up. Reach up. You'll really feel that deep front line. And then the other side. Reaching up. And you can sway side to side. Eyes can be where's comfortable for you. If your head and neck prefer you facing forward, then please, by all means, that's where you should be. If it's okay to look up towards the ceiling and it's comfortable, then please do so. And coming around the side, slowly. Knees are soft. Arms dangle. And we're going to switch feet. Bring that back foot up. Make sure your foot's planted. And then the other foot goes back. Then plant your back foot. Roll up the side. There we go. Driving the hips forward, reaching up. Focus on your breath. You can sway, you can reach. If your arms don't want to go overhead, that's okay. You can just focus on the hip. Just opening the hip. Open the hip and glide side to side. Find what works for you. Good. And then we're going to come around the side again. Reaching just a little bit more with those fingertips. Oh, right there. Beautiful. Working through the creases. Arms dangle. Bring that back foot up and bring it into a wide stance. There we go. And just swing your arms from one foot to the other, bending the knees. Just flow like you're dragging your fingers through some water. Just gently. There we go. And then roll up the side, reaching. Good. Great big starfish. There we go. Nice big breath in. And as we exhale, one hand is going on the thigh. Bend that knee. Reach the other arm up and over. Exhale and reach towards the sidewall. Turn your palm to the ceiling and rotate your torso. Eyes follow that moving arm. Open the chest and return. Breath in. Exhale, reach. Palm to ceiling. Exhale and open the chest. And return. Up and over and reach. Palm to ceiling. This time it's going to take us right up and over to the other side. Shifting our weight. Bend the knee. Hand goes on the knee. Reaching up and over with the other arm. Exhale and reach. Palm to ceiling. Open the chest. Take a nice breath in to return. Exhale, reach. Palm to ceiling, open. Exhale, reach. And return. Moving slowly, reaching. Really stretch those fingers long. Palm to ceiling is going to take us right back to standing. Ooh, there we go. All right, walk those feet in. Very nice. Roll the shoulders. Okay, we're going to go to the end of the mat. And from here, we're going to work our way down. So we're going to work on our superficial back line. And that runs from our forehead actually all the way down the back under the feet. So I want you to start by swaying your arms side to side. Shift your weight side to side. Tuck your chin. And we're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time into our ragdoll position. Remember, listen to your body. Only go as far as is comfortable. Tuck the chin. Keep shifting, keep swaying. We want to keep that gentle movement, that gentle flow. We're not holding any of these positions. And now slowly with your fingertips, walk yourself out onto your mat. Start pedaling your heels, one and then the other. Find a comfortable position where you can push back with the arms. And now let's go up on the toes and press the heels down. Up on the toes, press the heels down. One more up and down. And now gently bring the knees down to the mat. There we go, we're on all fours. You're going to point the toes and gently push your hips back towards your heels and glide side to side. Just greasing those hips a little bit, stretching the tops of the feet. And we're going to come back into our tabletop position, but we're going to keep shifting the hips. So push your hips to one side and look over the opposite shoulder. Shift your hips to the other side and look over your shoulder. Breath in, exhale, shift. Breath in, exhale, shift. This time walk the hands forward, so we're opening up our table. Exhale, shift. Breath in, exhale, shift. Walk the hands one more time. Breath in, exhale, shift. And breath in, exhale, shift. And now we're going to come right down onto our stomachs and our elbows. So elbows by your side. The shoulder blades down and back. My hands are flat on the mat. You're going to take a nice breath in. As you exhale, lift the chest and head. Keep the chin tucked and push your shoulder blades down your spine. Bring your head back down. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, lift again, where you're just lifting to where you're comfortable. And bring your head back down, breath in. Exhale, lift. There we go, good. Head comes back down. This time, slide your hands back beside your shoulders. Squeeze your elbows by your sides. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, push with your hands just as high as is comfortable for you. And right back down. Breath in. Exhale, lift. And one more breath in. Exhale, lift. And this time, lift your hips up and push all the way back towards your heels for one last little wiggle here. Good. And now we're going to come to our seated position for a few minutes. So if you need to sit on yoga blocks or a bolster or sit on a chair for a few minutes, that's just fine. There's no need to be sitting on the floor if it's uncomfortable for you. If it's comfortable, then that's great. Here we go. All right, we're going to start with the shoulders. Fingertips on both shoulders, and we're going to roll our shoulders forward. Elbows make little circles on the side walls, rolling forward. Focus on your belly breaths. Breath in and out. Now open the arms up. Take a nice breath in as you reach behind. Exhale as the arms come forward. Breath in and out. One more of those. Breath in and out. Fingertips come right back to the shoulders for backward circles. There we go. Working with our joints gently. Drawing those circles with the elbows on the side wall. Good. Bring the arms to the front. Open them up. Breath in. Exhale behind. Bring the arms in front. Breath in. Exhale. And one more breath in. Reach forward. Exhale down. Good. And while we're here, let's do a few twists. All right. So we're going to bring our arms up. And as you exhale, rotate to one side. So my one hand is going behind my back and the other on my thigh. A couple of breaths there. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Bring the arms back up to center. Big breath in. Exhale, rotate to the other side. Sitting up nice and tall. Head and neck neutral. And again, reaching up. Breath in. Exhale, drop down. See if you can get a little bit more stretch. Again, breath in. Exhale, drop down, rotate. And breath in, up. Drop down, exhale. Last one, arms reach up. Exhale, rotate. Reach up and down. There we go. Wiggle it out. All right. It's time for some neck stretches. So we're going to start by just dropping the head off to one side and then the other. Just feeling it out. There we go. And now with the ear to the shoulder, drop the chin down towards the chest. Work your way around and come up to the other side. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, drop down and around. And come up on the other side. Breath in. Exhale, drop down and around. Come up on the other side. Breath in. Exhale, drop the chin down across your chest. And back to the other side. And from here, we're going to draw the chin up and over. So take a nice breath in. As you exhale, your chin is going to travel up, across, and land at the other side. So no pain, just within your comfort zone. Breath in. Exhale, chin draws up and across, like we're making a big rainbow. And land on the other side. Breath in. Exhale, draw the chin up and over, the other side. And one more breath in. Exhale, chin draws up and over, the other side. Very nice. And come to center. Roll the shoulders, give everything a wiggle. Okay, we're going to do the front fascia. So with this one, it kind of looks like we're choking ourselves, but we're not. We're being very, very gentle. We're going to use the forefinger and the thumb area, and what we're going to do is we're going to place that right on the collarbone. So when we shrug up and we press our fingers on the collarbone, it pins the tissue where it holds the skin there. So as the shoulders drop down and back, and we lift the chin, you'll get a lovely stretch of the fascia in the front, which we often don't stretch. All right, so one hand on either side. So my right hand is on my left collarbone, left hand is on my right collarbone. We're going to shrug up, breath in, exhale, pin the skin, and the chin floats up towards the ceiling, shoulders drop down and back. Let's do that again. Drop the chin down, shrug up, breath in, exhale, chin floats up, shoulders drop down and back. Bring the chin back down, shrug up, exhale, chin floats up, and now take your chin up and over to your right shoulder and draw little chin circles over your right shoulder. So you'll feel the stretch on the left side of the front of your neck. Make sure you're using your belly breaths to stay relaxed. And back to center. Good, shrug up, breath in. Exhale, shoulders drop, chin floats up, and we're going to take the chin over to the left shoulder for little circles. Stretching the fascia on the right side of the neck. And bring your chin back to center. Shrug up. Exhale, chin's going to float up. And now just open and close your mouth. Yep, you look and feel like a guppy. That's okay, you can see me, I can't see you. And now take your chin and jut your jaw out, back and forth. That will also give you a nice stretch. And bring your chin down to your chest and release the hands, roll the shoulders. Very nice, give everything a wiggle. All right, now we're going to do the sides of the neck. So we use the back of the hand on top of the head. And that way we're not grabbing our head and pulling. We're just going to lift and tip. So we're going to be like a little teapot. All right, take a nice breath in. Exhale and tip, following the elbow to the side. Just to where it's comfortable and return. Breath in. Exhale, tip. And return, sitting up tall. Breath in. Exhale, tip. And this time drop your chin down into your armpit. Roll the chin up towards the ceiling. Take a breath. And whichever one of those movements felt best to you, mine is down into the armpit. Go back to that spot for one nice breath. Release your hand and come back to center. Roll the shoulders. Same hand on top. Your opposite hand is going under your tush. This is going to intensify the stretch a bit, so be gentle. All right, breath in, sitting up tall. Exhale, tip. And return. Breath in, sitting tall. Exhale, tip. And again, return, sitting tall. Breath in. Exhale, tip. This time we're going to drop the chin down to the armpit again. We're playing with the angles. Roll the chin up towards the ceiling. See if that feels different. Bigger stretch, more of a front stretch. And now choose the position that feels best for you. When the chin's tucked down into the armpit, you're getting more of a side to a back of the neck stretch. Release both hands and come back to center. Roll the shoulders. Very nice. All right, whichever hand you were just sitting on, it's going on the head. Nice breath in. Exhale, tip. And return, breath in, sitting tall. Exhale, tip. And return, breath in. Exhale, tip. This time we're dropping the chin to the armpit. See how it feels on this side. Chin up towards the ceiling. Choose the spot that feels best for you. It might be the front of the neck, the side, the back of the neck. Release your hand and come back to center. Roll the shoulders. All right, same hand on top, opposite hand under the tush. Here we go, a little bit stronger stretch. Breath in. Exhale, tip. Only to where you can manage, where it's comfortable. Feel the stretch. And return, breath in. Exhale, tip. And return, breath in. Exhale, tip. This time we're turning the chin to the armpit again. Up towards the ceiling. Choose the spot that feels best for you. Sink into it. Then release both hands and come back to center. Very nice. Roll the shoulders, wiggle it out. All right. So we did the front and we did the sides. Now we're going to do the back of the neck. Again, this is an area that sometimes is tricky to get. So we're going to use our hands. We're going to clasp our hands together, lace our fingers, and we're going to put them right at the back of our skull, grabbing onto those two bumps, our occipitals. And so as we weave our way forward, we're actually going to be able to stretch the neck and the whole spine. You'll feel it right to your tailbone. So again, make sure you're listening to your body. Do what's right for you. Sitting up nice and tall, breath in. As you exhale, weave your elbows forward. Tuck your chin. Close your eyes down if you'd like. Work your way as far down as comfortable. Feel that stretch all the way down the spine. Release your hands to the front. Weave your way back up, walking your hands back up. Moving slowly and gently. Love that stretch. Let's do it again. Fingers laced. Back of the head. Grab a hold. Sitting up tall. Breath in. Exhale, weave down. Tuck the chin all the way. Release your hands and weave back up. Here we go. All right, 3 times the charm. Lace the fingers. Back of the neck, sitting up tall, breath in. Exhale, weave down. Tuck the chin first. And weave. Release the hands and lean back up. There we go. Very nice. That's beautiful. Roll the shoulders, wiggle it out. And yes, it is time to untangle those legs. Get them untangled. If you've been sitting up on a chair, come join us on the floor now. Give those legs a little squeeze, roll the ankles, wiggle the toes. Hopefully they're not asleep. All right. Okay, from here, flip-flops. Feet a little wider than shoulder width, sitting up tall. Your hands are supporting right beside your hips. Dropping the knees off to one side and the other. Again, remember, nice belly breaths. Exhale. Just let the knees drop to where they're comfortable. We're not forcing anything. My sit bones are staying on the mat. I'm not letting the hips lift. I'm just asking. Here we go. So, the way I'm sitting, I'm going to consider my back leg. Take your back leg and just open and close that leg if you can, like a butterfly wing. Focusing on that back leg. That's for a little more open, a little more closed. So we're greasing the femur bone in that hip socket. Yeah. Get that greased up. Good. We're going to flip to the other side. Now this is my back leg, and I'm going to open and close. Nice butterfly wings. My foot is rotating with my knee. My hip is staying stationary. There we go. Gotta love that feeling. All right, so from here, drop the knees right down onto your mat. Slide onto your mat if you've slid forward like I have. We have a couple options here. You can have the foot tucked in. So I've got a triangle shape with my knee and my foot in the front and an L shape at the back. Or you can open up that front leg so that it's at a 90-degree angle and a 90-degree angle. We're going to turn our hips to face the front knee. One hand beside the foot, one hand beside the knee. We're going to shift, lift our chest up so that we can forward fold over this front leg. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, fold over the front leg. And you can glide side to side just a little bit if you've got the mobility. You may feel it more towards the feet. You may feel it more towards the knee. We're all different. And roll back up. All right, so from here, if you have more mobility and want to extend this out into a partial pigeon or a full pigeon, please feel free. It's your stretch. All right, here we go. Chest up, breath in. Exhale, fold. And gliding side to side again. Looking for the sticky spots. Mine is definitely more towards the foot. We'll see where yours is. And roll back up. One more chest up tall, breath in. Forward fold as we exhale and glide. Nice, and roll back up. So if this foot is extended, we're going to bring this front leg back so the foot is touching the knee. I'm going to rotate slightly so you can see me. But my back leg is still in a 90-degree position. I want this hip to be as open as possible. Both hands beside the front knee. We're going to walk our way back until you feel a nice big stretch in this top hip. All right, if you can drop down onto the elbow, that's lovely. If you can't, that's okay too. Top hand on the thigh. We're going to take a nice breath in as we reach up overhead. Lift through the rib cage. Reach right over your head towards the floor. Exhale and draw the fingertips down in front of the body and bring them right back to the thighs. So we're making a great big circle, or if you were swimming, it would be like a front crawl movement. All right, breath in, reach up and over. Exhale, chest towards the floor and pull through. This is a lovely spiral line stretch. Breath in, reach up. We're getting into the top hip. We're rotating We're stretching all through the rib cage. And we're stretching side line up through the side here. Breath in, one more. Exhale, reach. And pull through. Nice work. Off the elbow. Walk your way to the front. That's it. We're going to swing those feet around. And we're going to do flip-flops again. Feet a little wider than shoulder width. Here we go. Chest up tall. Dropping the knees off to one side. And then the other. You may find that you have a little bit more range now, even just working with the one hip. That's it. Side to side. Do one more. Good. And now we're going to drop the knees right down, sliding onto our mat. Again, you choose the angles that work best for you. Foot can be tucked or it can be open. You can be in a full pigeon. Okay? The important part is that we're turning our hips towards the front knee. One hand on either side, chest up tall. And we're going to hinge forward. So we want to make sure we're not rounding our spine. We're hinging forward. Exhale. Glide side to side. Grease that hip. Keeping the chest open. And roll back up. Again, chest up tall. Hinge forward. Exhale. And glide. How are we doing? Roll back up. Breath in. Exhale. Hinge forward and glide. And roll back up. Beautiful job. Slide the foot into the knee. Again, I'm going to rotate a little bit so I can see you and you can see me. Both hands to the right of the knee. Walk your way back. Or left of the knee if you're on the left side. Walking as far back as you can. Drop the back elbow. Top arm on the thigh. You should feel a nice big stretch through this top hip. Breath in, reach up. Lift through the rib cage. Exhale, eyes follow the hand. You're looking down at the floor and pull through. Good. And again, reaching up, breath in. Exhale, pull through. Very nice. We have one more. Enjoy this stretch. Reaching up and over. Exhale, reach. Pull through. Lovely. All right. Off the elbow, gently walk towards the front. Here's our last set of flip-flops. Check out our handiwork. Feet a little wider than shoulder width. Dropping off to one side. And then the other. Yeah, that feels so much better. Good job. All right, so from here, you're going to swing your feet around to the end of the mat. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do some cat-cows from a seated position. So I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to grab the wrist of my right hand, just so my hands are clasped underneath. Sitting up nice and tall, squeezing my shoulder blades together, breath in. And then as I exhale, I drop the chin and let those shoulder blades come apart. I'm pushing the shoulder blades apart by pulling back and rounding my spine. Breath in, sit up tall, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, round down. Drop the chin. One more breath in, squeeze. Exhale, round down. This time, grab the backs of your legs or the floor, and we're going to roll all the way down into our lying position. Get yourself set up down there. Arms up overhead or off to the side, whichever is more comfortable for you. Take a couple of belly breaths and settle into the floor. We'll be here for a while. Good. Bring your arms by your side. Bend your knees up to 90 degrees. And from here, lift your right leg up. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. And with your left arm, if you can reach that foot, just bring it a wee bit closer. And then bring both knees towards your chest. We're going to stretch the glutes. This may be the position for you. You can also bring your hands through and hold the back of the thigh. Make sure you're keeping your shoulders relaxed though. Or if you'd like to, I like to grab the other foot as well because I have the mobility. And we're going to rock very gently to the left with an exhale and return. Breath in, exhale, rock. And return. Breath in. Exhale, rock. So if you feel that you need to move the right leg, you can glide the right ankle down your left thigh, and that will change the angle of the stretch in your right hip. So choose the angle that feels best for you, what you need from this stretch today. Oh, that is such a nice stretch. Glutes get very tight. Good. Untangle the legs, extend them out long. Give them a nice little shake. Bend the knees back to 90 degrees. This time lift the left foot up. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Right hand. Bring that foot just a little bit closer. Both knees come towards the chest. Again, you choose the variation that works for you and the range. So if I bring my ankle closer to my thigh, I'm going to get more of my glute med. And here I'm getting glute max, the big bulky muscle. This is more right on the side of the hip. So choose what works for you. I'm going to be a side of the hip kind of girl today. There we go. And I'm not doing a giant rock. It's a very subtle movement. Time your breath. Exhale. Let your body do the talking. There we go. Good. Untangle the legs. Give them a little shake. Good. Now, if you have a band handy, this is a great time to use it. If you don't, that's fine too. You don't need it. We're going to do some hamstring stretches, okay? If you have the band, you're going to wrap it underneath the ball of your foot, and you're going to keep the knee close to the body, okay? We're going to start by making figure eights with your heel. And this way, we're focusing on rolling this thigh bone in the hip socket. Again, really greasing the joints. Now start extending the right heel up. Now I don't have the band tight. I'm not pulling into the socket. I don't want to pull my leg down into the socket. I'm just guiding with my hands. Heel up towards the ceiling, pressing the heel away. Draw your figure eights with your heel on the ceiling. The size of your figure eight is totally up to you. What feels best? Find your stretch. And now point your toes. It'll feel very different. And roll that thigh bone in the socket. Yeah, ooh, it feels good. And back to heels. Check in, are you still breathing through your belly? Don't hold your breath. Nice and relaxed. And bring the knee back down to the chest. Lift the left leg up to 90 degrees and let it fall to the outside. This is going to be your counterbalance. Right heel goes up to the ceiling and then draw it out to the side of you and start your figure eights. Pressing the heel away. And again, we'll all feel this in different places, so play around. Try down low, work your way up, doing your figure eights. Try pointing the toes. All right. Draw it right up along the side of you. There you go, beautiful. And bring the leg back in. Extend the left leg out of the way. Right heel goes up towards the ceiling. You can change hands if you want to. And you're going to gently draw the right leg across your body Keeping this right hip on the floor as much as you can. And figure eights. Here we go. Pressing the heel away first. Rolling the thigh. There we go. This is a big stretch. And again, play with the angles. Do you feel it better down low? Coming across. If it feels pinchy in the groin, take it down a little lower. Point the toes. Could be pretty strong stretch behind the knee. Be gentle. If you need to soften the knee a little bit, go ahead. Excellent. Okay, bring the right knee back into the chest. Bring the left knee in. Switch feet. Extend the right foot out. Give it a nice little shake. Say thank you very much. That was a lovely stretch. Remember, we're asking, we're not demanding. So we're going to start left leg, figure eights, nice and close to the body. Get the thigh rolling. And then start extending the leg up. Heel presses up towards the ceiling. Start drawing figure eights on the ceiling. That's it. Check in with your breath. Point the toes. See how that feels. Feels very different, doesn't it? There we go. Beautiful. Big stretch. Draw that leg up as high as you can without being uncomfortable. And then bring the knee back down to the chest. Bend the right knee up and let it fall to the outside, your counterbalance. Left heel to the ceiling, draw it to the outside, and start your figure eights. There we go. Enjoy this time. This is your hour of stretching, breathing, clearing your mind, focusing on you. This is self-care. This is self-love. Very important. Point the toes. Taking the time for ourselves. And not thinking about 100 other things. Just listening to your body and breathing. Enjoying the peace and quiet up there and between the ears. Very nice. And bring the leg back in. Extend the right leg out of the way. Left heel towards the ceiling and draw it across the body gently. And start your figure eights. So find the angle that feels best for you. Feel like you're really guiding that foot out and across. Lead it across the body. Stretch all of that tissue on the outside of the leg, from the ankle all the way up to the hip. Oh, that feels beautiful. Make sure you've tried heel away, point the toes, play with the angles that work best for you. We're all different. There we go. Lovely. And bring the left leg back in. Remove the band and set it down low. I'm going to tuck mine right down here so it's out of the way. There we go. All right. Stretch everything long. Give those legs a nice shake. You can reach your arms overhead or out to the side, whatever your mobility is most comfortable with. The next exercise is going to be our shoulder circles. If you need a pillow for your head when we're inside lying, go ahead and grab one. That's not a problem. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Bring your palms together. Bring them down to your chest, and we're going to roll onto our side. All right. So I've got my arm extended straight out from the shoulder. Shoulders are stacked. Knees are bent. My top knee is going to come forward. That's going to keep these hips stable. So from here, again, if you need a pillow, grab a pillow or a yoga block. We're going to peel the top arm back across the body, all the way back, palm facing the ceiling, And we're going to bring that arm down across the hips, around. We're going to make great big giant circles. So from here, fingertips are on the floor, reaching up and around. Slowly breathing, feeling your body. Listen as your fingertips leave the floor. Just let that arm slowly work its way around the circle. Inhale, exhale. Let the torso rotate with the arm. Move slowly. Breathe through it. Again, this is working the shoulder, but as we go around and you're opening that arm up, you're stretching your chest muscles, your pecs, you're stretching all of the rib muscles, those little, they're called intercostals. So take a big breath in and exhale and lengthen. The beautiful rotation that you're in is a wonderful massage for all your internal organs. There we go. As your hands come back together, you're going to change direction. So now the fingertips are driving down across the hips, over the body, up from behind. If you find a sticky spot, feel free to stay there for a few seconds, a few breaths. Wait it out. Reach those fingertips long. The end of the fascial lines are at the ends of our fingers and the ends of our toes. So if we've got a fist made, we're not stretching the full fascial line. Make sure those fingers are open. You're reaching long. And if anybody's done a fascial stretch with me, they know that I pull on their toes to make sure we get that full line and fingers. Here we go, last circle. Listen to your shoulder, listen to your body. Stop where you need to. Take your time. Just let the tissue sink for you. Very nice. You can come to rest. And from here, you're going to roll back onto your back. Stretch everything long. Again, palms reach up towards the ceiling, facing each other. Palms come together, down towards the chest, and you're going to roll onto the other side. I'm going to swing my feet around so I can stay facing you. Here we go. So you're on your side, shoulders are stacked. Just slide these out a little bit. There we go. Stack the shoulders, arms extended straight out, knees are bent. Bring the top knee in front. Put something underneath your head if you need to. Top arm kills back across the body. Eyes follow. Bring the head down behind the body. You're going to come over the hips, making your great big circles. Close your eyes down. You know what to do. Use your big belly breaths. Be patient. Be gentle. If the first circle doesn't feel great, that's okay. Ask in the second one. Take your time. Let the torso open. When the hands meet up this time, we're going to change direction. And now we're going back down, across the hips, Reaching behind, moving slowly. Remember, if you need to stop somewhere, just let the tissue settle. Take a few deep breaths. No pain, just gentle stretching and lengthening. Let your body do it for you. Here we go, one more circle. Take your time. Moving slowly. Go where your body feels most comfortable. There we go. And hands meet back up. Nicely done. Roll back onto your back. Stretch everything long. All the work's been done now. Roll back onto your side, tucking one arm underneath your head. Knees bent, or just a nice comfortable position. Preparing to transition back to all fours and work our way back to the standing position. Your breath should be nice and long and deep. We've had an hour of beautiful breathing exercises. Stretching, mobility, lengthening, calming. So from here, push yourself back up, gently, moving slowly. We're going to come onto all fours again. And from here, this time you're going to tuck your toes underneath. At the beginning we had them pointed. Walk your hands back towards the knees, just enough so that you can rock back and forth on your toes. So we're stretching the bottoms of the feet now. And then from there, we're going to start lengthening this back line, which is part of the feet as well. Lengthening those legs back up. Pedal. Walk your feet back towards your feet. Walk your hands, back towards your feet. Let's go back to our ragdoll position. Swinging the arms, swaying. Shifting the hips. And we're going to work our way up one vertebrae at a time. Chin's tucked. It's going to be the last to come up. Shifting. Coming up. Slowly. Give yourself a second to kind of come back into the room. Oh, yeah. All right. Come back to center. We're just going to check in with a few of our fascial lines, so feet a little wider than shoulder width. We're going to reach out. Nice deep breaths. And coming around the side. Those arms dangle one last time. And roll up the other side. Arms outstretched. Widen your stance. Here we go, here we go. Sideline. One hand on the thigh, reaching up and over. Exhale and reach. Everything should feel so much smoother and easier. Open. And return. Exhale to reach. Palm to the ceiling. We're going to right over to the other side, shifting the weight. Bend the knee. Reach up and over the side. Exhale. Palm to ceiling. Take it up and back. Open. And return. This time, palm's going to take us right back up to standing. Bring your feet back together. One back, last reach up. Breath in, exhale as your arms come down. And there we go, you did it. Lovely job. I hope you feel calm and relaxed and lengthened. Maybe we got a few knots out, a few stiff spots here and there. I thank you so much for joining me, and I'll be back on next Wednesday, same time, same place. If you missed this live presentation and you're catching it, it's on the YouTube channel at Brenda Banning, and have a lovely evening. Thank you very much. Just going to pop up and say good night to everybody. Hey Stacy. Hey Adriana. So happy to be there. Oh, I'm glad you joined us. Hey Nicole. Thanks you guys for joining live, and thanks for those that will catch this later. Have a lovely evening. Take care. Bye-bye.